So I'm just gonna get straight to the point of this video and why I'm making it. So as you guys know, the Snyder Cut is coming, and I'm very hyped for it. I love Zack Snyder. I loved BVS Ultimate Edition. I loved the Justice League theatrical cut. I'm just kidding. Sorry. But anyways, and with the Snyder Cut, there's come a lot of controversy, and this is to be expected, I would say. Now, again, a lot of people are very happy that the Snyder Cut is coming, that we are going to get Zack's original vision on screen. But there are a number of articles that I came across on the internet and videos on YouTube talking about how the Snyder Cut represents a more dangerous part of toxic fandoms, and how Warner Brothers and DC, this was a really bad thing, and this will only unleash more bad behavior. Is it rewarding bad behavior? And what does this exactly mean for the future of comic books? I am here to explain it. Welcome to the channel, and let's get right into the video. So as you guys know, Zack Snyder and the Justice League had a whole production issues. I will be making a video on the history of the Snyder Cut later on in the week, but today we are focusing on the criticism of the Snyder Cut. And here's my kind of point of view on this. I think that people are blowing the Snyder Cut way out of proportion. It is a 4-hour movie about people dressed in costumes fighting a CGI monster. It's not that big of a thing. You know what I mean? And yes, these articles go on to say that it's not so much the movie, but the movement. And here's the thing. With every fandom, Broadway, TV shows, DC, you're always going to have that side that are just toxic fans. And I'm not going to argue that the Snyder Cut fandom did not have its toxic fans. Every fandom has its toxic fans. Star Wars has it, DC has it, Broadway has it, every fandom has toxic fans. However, the majority of fandoms are people that are positive, that are trying to support this movement and not hurt people. And I feel like the toxic people are a small amount that make a good chunk of noise, and I feel like this is especially true with the Snyder Cut. Now, a lot of people are saying that the same people that support the Snyder Cut wanted there to be less like social justice warrior stuff in Marvel and Disney films, and they didn't want female-led spin-off films and all this stuff. And I've seen these trolls and these people that really don't want SJW stuff and female-led stuff, and you know what? I don't like those people. I don't like those people. And here's the thing, those types of people exist in all fandoms. And, you know, this whole thing stems from the fact that when you look at the positive aspects of the Snyder Cut movement, they were, you know, doing donations for Zack's daughter who died of suicide. They were, you know, getting different quotes from different actors and putting on billboards. And yes, a lot of what the stuff that they were doing wasn't right. I definitely do think that people are blowing this way out of proportion and using like race and all of these like really big ideas when it's a really simple movement of people. And in the Vulture article of the Snyder Cut, she said that this movement would maybe send us backwards instead of getting these kind of queer, very progressive movies that we're getting now. And to that reporter, I say, I don't think this is true. I think that's I actually laughed when I read that quote. Yes, there's a lot of people in the DC fandom and even in the Marvel fandom that don't want to see progressive, very liberal, I guess, type films. And you know what? If they don't want to see that, that's fine. But I personally don't believe that these people are going to say, okay, we don't want a Black Widow film, so we're going to just protest against that. You know, it's just, I don't know. I'm just kind of having a rambling. I didn't write a script for this. I'm just going on a whim, and that I just don't agree with these opinions that the Snyder Cut and the movement is dangerous. You can't just cherry pick half of the fandom. You have to look at the whole fandom. Half of it is toxic, and half of it is not toxic. And you have to look at both sides, not just the toxic side. Because at the end of the day, I find that with a lot of fandoms, the toxic side never wins out. Though the argument could be made that in this case, the toxic movement did win out because, of course, we're getting the Snyder Cut on HBO Max next year. And so, yeah, so another thing is bad behavior. Does this reward bad behavior? Well, here's the thing. There were people that were harassing people on Twitter, or if they said the Snyder Cut didn't exist, were really rude and mean. But a lot of the time, the big stuff, right, was just getting the word out about the Snyder Cut, trying to get it done, trying to see his vision. And it's because the people want to see the Snyder Cut so bad. It's because his vision, Zack Snyder's vision, was tampered with, and we were given a pared down version. We want to see the director's original vision. We want to see what we were promised, but we never ended up getting. I think a lot of people feel bad that he was booted out, and clearly this was not a clean-cut event, and the studio made, I think, terrible decisions. I think that it wasn't like a clean cut, oh, he left because of his daughter. I mean, I think there have been theories that Warner Brothers, we're gonna just use this as his daughter's death as a way for him to go. I don't know if that's true, but again, it wouldn't surprise me if that was real or not. And I think that, you know, people are like saying, oh, they're gonna want to release the Ayer cut, or they're gonna want to redo Game of Thrones, or they want to, or that these shows will feel validated, and so they'll attack other big companies and we won't get those things. And to them I say, they're not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, people wanted to see a movie that was tampered with. People can attack things that have already been made, but it's in a negative way of, oh, we don't want to see these females in these lead roles, and obviously companies and big major studio corporations aren't gonna bow down their head to be like, oh no, because Star Wars, despite being hated and getting so much toxicity, all of the main films grossed $1 billion, okay? No matter how much fans hate them, they are going to show up and watch the thing that they hate the most. That's just the thing that happens nowadays. No matter how much your fans hate your shows or hate what you're doing, they're gonna come out and pay the big bucks to see the show. So anyways, I rambled for too long. So in summary, I don't think that the Snyder Cut movement is going to derail progressive stuff. All fan bases are toxic. The toxic side is louder but smaller. And this whole idea of rewarding bad behavior, it wasn't bad behavior. It was a positive movement that had bad behavior mixed in between it that sadly we had to show off. But the bad side is often the side that the public likes to focus on. And this will change. This might change the way stuff is done, but again, this fear, I don't think is fear it's going to happen. And at the end of the day, I mean, the only reason why the Snyder Cut is happening is because HBO Max. If HBO Max wasn't a thing, Warner Brothers wouldn't be doing this. And it's only because of the pandemic, and they have no new content, and they need their Trojan horse. But yeah, that's my rant on this. Very young, because I've just kind of been on the whim. I just want to make this video because I don't agree with these opinions, and I think that it's blowing this way out of proportion. Like, come on, guys, we have more important topics to talk about, and yeah, but yeah, please comment down below what you think, and I cannot wait for this